Hey there. These next clips are of my dad, and he's my hero, and he's an awesome man. But they're all kind of jumbled because my phone wasn't working. I mean, it wasn't recording as well as I wanted to. So I have a couple. So anyway, here it is. My dad's president inauguration thing. It was really cool.
My family, I appreciate them, and I have two sons sitting right here in front of me who are involved in the business with me, and believe me, they're the future. They're the future. I depend on them a ton, and I appreciate that very, very much. The older I get, I recognize what's really important in life, and of course that's our families, of course, our friends, our neighbors, and those of you we associate with each other. I come from a real estate family. My father was a realtor and broker in the Phoenix, Arizona area for many, many years. He did a little transaction that he had no idea where it was going to go to, but there was a cotton farm out in West Phoenix, which they call Valley of the Sun. And he was the principal broker and helped the young fellow that was buying it procure the financing. And that young fellow that was buying it was Del E. Webb. And they did the first original Sun City Genesis together. And now, of course, Del Webb's in 13 states and a mega huge corporation. So my dad was my mentor. He did a lot of those kinds of transactions over the years. And so, but going back many more years, I'm going to follow this up with my father, if you will, just indulge me just a minute. He was an Iowa farm boy. He grew up in southwest Iowa, and he was quite an athlete. He played football, and he was a baseball pitcher, and he was a pretty good one. And eventually he got a scholarship to Northwestern. Northwestern was just north of the Chicago area. And he played ball there and was really good. And he got drafted by the Chicago Cubs' farm team back down in Des Moines again. And he pitched for the Chicago Cubs' farm team. And a young announcer, radio announcer at WHO in Des Moines, that was called Dutch Reagan, he used to announce his games. That's wrong with Reagan. He used to announce my dad's games. And so my dad had that relationship and knew him on a personal basis. I never practiced much. I spent my summers on a ranch here in southern Utah, and I wasn't one of the boys of summer. I was up on the ranch. But I always admired him, and I idolized him, in fact. My dad was an idol of mine. Not only necessarily in the sports world, but also in his ability to connect with people. He had a great ability to connect with people as a younger guy. My parents have been gone a long time now, but probably one of the most important things that I learned from them was to remember relationships and how important they are. So in his day, my dad was a great baseball pitcher, and I truly wished that I could have had the opportunity to watch him take the plate. I know I won't have that opportunity, but I will have. In fact, we're all going to have that chance that the young farm boy from Iowa did, and that's to build relationships. So metaphorically, he threw the ball forward to me, and I'm going to throw the ball forward to my sons, and I know they'll be way more than this guy was, or ever will be. So I'd like you to take a moment with me and enjoy the final scene of a movie. I think most of you are familiar with it. Some of you may not be, but you'll understand why it's one of my favorite movies. It's up here on the left-hand side of the screen. It's the closing scene of Field of Dreams.
Okay, so I'm between here, and like he said, there's a video clip, and I didn't get the video clip. I'm sorry, but look it up. It's very cool. Back to him.
It's a piece of heaven. It really is. If you travel the world, even our country, or if you get out away from where we are, this is a